Welcome everybody to round 22 of the Drive to Spin Championships. This week we're at Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi, and we have Dion here, and we're going to run through what happened in our race on Tuesday night. Dion, how did we go?
Well, before I talk about myself, let's introduce our special guest today, Liam Utley, here as team principal of Ferrari and driver
Thanks for
number
having
one.
me.
Yeah. Tell us
Pleasure to be here.
how your race was yesterday. Glad you can make it. I can see you're in the Ferrari headquarters in your background.
I am.
In the garage.
You called me at work. It was definitely a forgettable night for Ferrari. Number 2 driver Johnny didn't even show up. No one knows.
Well,
No one knows where
why.
he was.
Yeah, what happened? Wasn't feeling well.
Yeah, I don't know. So I made an early pit stop during one of the safety cars because my first tyres were pretty thrashed after qualification. I've just made another quick pit stop.
And look at that.
Virtual safety car.
Anthony just ran right into the back of you.
Bang. I know. It was just, it was a menace all night.
Yeah, I think he got a good highlight of his the end of his race, which we'll get to soon enough. But,
yeah, we will. There's plenty of that coming up. So what lap are we here? Pretty close to my DNF. Yeah. So coming up now, I bump Albi and then bang out of nowhere.
Ooh, Chris.
That's a DNF. So looking at the replay, I think it's a bit of a 50-50, only 50% Chris and 50% Albi's fault. Not taking any responsibility myself.
Yeah. I think if no one's here to defend themselves, Leon, it's definitely their fault.
Okay, definitely Chris. So now I was spectating Dion for a while.
Yeah. Well, when you DNF, Liam, I was so focused on my race. So when I watched the replay, I was like, oh man, yeah, you were hard done by with your crash.
It happens, and on a night with so many big names out, it was a good opportunity to score some points.
Some big points.
It wasn't meant to be. Yeah.
Yeah. This
lap, going for a spin.
Yeah, this lap I managed to get ahead of Matt, which by the way, Matt is just a really good driver. Late into the season, but he's really shown that he's got some really good skill. Had some really good pace. I think where he went wrong.
Can we talk about
yesterday,
this unsafe release here?
Oh, what? I missed that.
I thought it was pretty.
I think there should be an investigation, maybe penalty.
Okay. I'll leave you guys to file the complaint. See how you go, and let me know the result. But Matt, just saying, Matt has been really exceptional, man. So he's really impressed with his racecraft, his race pace, all of the above. Like I said, I think the only thing he did wrong yesterday was he went for the one stopper, where I went onto softs on the last safety car and just had so much more pace than him. So Dim also finished in the points. We just saw him spin out. Well done to him. Dim, as well, got the fastest lap with 1 minute 41. So nice one, man.
Epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely more positions for Dim there, but unfortunately, that little spin out and a couple of little incidents with the AI cars. I think the AI cars cost a few people.
Oh, can we watch that again? Let's watch that overtake again.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
So here we are. Jamie's in front of me. Check this out. Yeah, I was pretty happy with this too. I loved your comment as it happens. Oh, he goes wide and I cut in on the inside. What a work of art. That was just...
absolute work of art. That's
poetry in motion.
Poetry.
That was actually Jamie, right?
That was Jamie. That was not an AI. That was a person. So now we're not watching me anymore. What was your thought process?
This is Anthony.
Yeah.
After you took the lead, it became a little boring, and I decided to spectate Anthony and realised I should have been doing that a lot longer because it was hilarious.
Look at him. There's no one around him. Where is he on the track?
No, just all over the place. Just don't drink and drive, kids. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
And
even playing online, don't drink and drive.
Yeah. And coming up towards the end, he decided to kamikaze himself into Liski. Completely missed him.
Yeah.
And
I think at this
coming
point,
up now.
didn't he have a broken wing as well? Like he'd broken his wing just beforehand, and then I think maybe even in that tussle, and then just going for the old kamikaze at the end.
Yeah. I think he had a broken wing most of the race.
Yeah. I think Aston Martin was really.
He did the
There was
classic.
some slight.
He did the classic four stopper. You know, that's a winning strategy.
Yeah. There were probably some short windows when he exited the pits where he had a complete wing, but not for very long.
Yeah, I think this is.
It was entertaining. It was good value.
It really was. So he comes around this corner and crashes into the wall. So breaks his wing, and then decides Liski's
what else
target.
can I do?
Yeah, what else can I do?
Nothing to lose, and here's my opportunity. And it's all over.
That's amazing. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Yeah. And still
and then
missed him.
And then the random AI gets driver of the day.
Yeah. Not good. But man, we had one virtual safety car and 4 safety cars last night. We spent so many. That's at least 8 laps behind a safety car. It was a good dance.
It's hard. It's hard following that safety car, but
the safety car minigame sucks. So one virtual safety car, 4 safety cars, 6 DNFs, and 1 disqualification. So.
And Dion's first win and a double podium for McLaren. So he's had everything.
Yeah. A lot of big names out, and Greg DNFing early as well. That was another big name out. So.
Yeah. I was actually right behind Greg just before the last turn. He came out, jumped on the curbs, and then just spun into the wall. And just DNF, poor guy. He was ahead of me as well. So if he had stuck with it, he would have been on the podium.
He would have had a podium.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I think he had a good start, and it was unfortunate. And Andre was unfortunate, whatever technical difficulties he had. Yeah. So there was another one that could have got some good points, and I think Gunnar too had an all over the shop race.
Yeah.
So Aaron. So.
Yeah. Well, a couple of times he was in front of me too, so he was having an alright race until he wasn't. Yeah. But pretty stoked.
Well done to Dion and the McLaren boys.
That's right. Yeah. McLaren 2-3, so they got a ton of points. So let's have a look at more race results. Let's have a look at where they are in the constructors before we go to the championship points. So they've moved up to 2nd place, 6 points ahead of the Ferrari boys. So they last night was a huge night for them in terms of the constructor points.
Yeah. Liam, unfortunately, mate. I think you've had some bad luck on a few races, and I didn't want to put the hard word on you, being a special guest. But I think you were hard done by that race. Definitely left some points on the table there.
It happens.
In terms of the constructor championships, I'm stoked as well. I moved up a place from 5th to 4th, but I have to admit it's because JP wasn't there last night, so I'm 5 points ahead of him. So it's pretty close. Next race could be the decider for 4th place. Who knows? Between me and JP if he comes.
Yeah. So next race we were in China, and it looks like the driver championship is pretty much. 1 and 2 is pretty much done, but
I think so.
There's still some point. There's still, you could still get 3rd if Benzaliski goes. There's 25 points on there for offer. So
look, it's not impossible, but very, very unlikely. I'd have to finish 1st, and Johnny would have to finish out of the points for me.
Yes.
So
you never know.
Thanks, Liam.
But thank you, Liam, for joining us, and it's great.
Thanks for having me.
Other drivers' perspectives here, and look out. We've got China next, and we'll do our run through of the circuit in the coming days. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Hit the like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, I always forget that. Smash it.